Okay.
Good morning, everyone. Now, before the video starts, I want to mention that it would be very useful if you liked, maybe even subscribed, and shared this video with other people. And I really want you to share it because it allows the algorithm to understand that more people will like my content and will like the value I provide to them, so it will spread the message better. So it is necessary, and I've got to provide more value. So before before I ramble on, let's start with the video. Good morning, everyone. Now, caffeine is a very important substance for people to optimize their daily activities and to be able to get the most out of their productive times at work and to optimize their health in terms of mental concentration and maybe even physical exertion. Now, how to use caffeine is a different story. It gets a little bit more complex, and most people don't know it, which is why a lot of people suffer from this either caffeine withdrawal, meaning that they feel absolutely dead when they don't drink caffeine, or they suffer from the the not working caffeine, meaning that when they drink caffeine in the morning, they need more of it over time in order for their mind and their perception of the energy they receive to be at the same level as yesterday. With that in mind, I'm going to teach you how to drink caffeine properly so that way you avoid those two problems and instead you can get increased alertness and focus every day, and you can get the same amount of perceived excitement and perceived focus and enjoyment from the same amount of caffeine. Now, how do we begin? Well, in the morning, from my experience, I would prefer if you drank black coffee. Now, you don't have to do this. This is optional. But black coffee will allow you to have a unwavering beam of focus on the caffeine itself. Whenever you add creamer to it, right? Whenever you add sugar to your coffee, it kind of, from my personal experience, it blocks the potential of the caffeine that flows through your body when you drink it. So instead, I would recommend to you to drink black coffee, and I think it'll be a bit more powerful caffeine kick for you. So that's my first point. My second point is that you have to not drink caffeine every single day. Here's why. When you drink caffeine every single day, your body goes through the habitual process of understanding that the caffeine you drink is going to mess with your hormones and therefore needs to be adjusted so that way when you drink the caffeine in the morning, your body will remain stabilized. So your body will create these adenosine hormones, which will help pamper the caffeine that you drink in the morning. Because since you drink it every day, your adenosine system needs to be rising up so that way you remain equal. But the thing is that maybe you don't drink coffee one day, and now all of a sudden your tiredness is way up, but your caffeine isn't. But that's exactly the day you need, you see. That might sound confusing what I just said. What I mean is that you have to actually stop drinking coffee consistently. So that you get that day of where your adenosine system recognizes that it's too high, and then it comes back down to normal. Meaning, when you drink coffee the day after, you're going to be like, your adenosine system is going to be here, and your caffeine's going to be here. Well, let me rephrase. Your adenosine system is going to be here, and when you drink caffeine, you'll be up here. That way, when you actually drink the caffeine or the coffee, it'll actually provide value to your day, instead of just making yourself equalized up here. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's one point to make sure you're doing, because otherwise you're going to fall into the trap of, oh, I'm always tired, let me drink some more caffeine. Oh, I'm always tired, let me drink some more caffeine. And then you're just going to spiral up forever and ever and become a person who drinks 40 cups every day and nearly has a fucking heart attack. Right? So, now with those 2 points out of the way, I want to mention my third point being drink coffee about an hour after you wake up. This helps avoid the adenosine system, meaning your adenosine system won't increase because I should have clarified earlier, I apologize. This is how adenosine works, from my knowledge. In the morning, you have a kick of adenosine in your system, which is kind of like a sleepy hormone. And that's because, well, you're just asleep. And over time, like usually throughout like an hour and a half in the morning, it goes down and down and down and down and down. And once it's all the way down, there's nothing left to block your caffeine to block your caffeine from creating the energy in your body that you were looking for. So now, how do we make sure this is consistent? Well, you take the tip from earlier and you don't drink caffeine every day. You could drink it like 6 out of 7 days. It's fine. But if you take caffeine an hour after you wake up, what will happen is that the adenosine system will go down, and then it'll just purely be caffeine. Your caffeine will go way up here, and you'll just be out of this fucking world. It'll feel like you're on drugs, and it'll be great. Because technically you are. Caffeine is a drug. Just fun fact. Minus that, though, that's about it. Those are really the 3 main things you want to know about drinking caffeine, being number 1, don't drink it every single day. Number 2, drink it later in the morning, not when you instantly wake up. And number 3, which was understanding how your hormones work in these processes. The fuck was my third point? And you can get your optimized production. And you can get your optimized productivity from just drinking coffee correctly. Thank you for watching. Make sure you do things for the video so that way my message can get to more people. They can get more value from it. And as always, we're here to help you help them.